Hakwadash. The Barnabas to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations to the hopefully elect.
This is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Okay, we're closer to the end than never before. Each day that go by. We're already in 2026 and soon to be the Passover. And we know when the Passover comes, that's when a lot of judgment is set. That's when a lot of guys start falling out of the truth. And Lord willing, 2026, that'll be the year that a lot of these false prophets get exposed. And these guys, that's really not sincere, all right? So now is the high time to wake out of sleep. Because as all that is happening, a lot of prophecies is unfolding. The Lord is starting to reveal a lot of things, man. Yeah, you good. The Lord is revealing a lot of things, and He got the spirit on these devils, these elites, to start getting ready to make their move.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
All right, our salvation is nearer than what we believe it to be. Okay, and any time, man, we've been waiting patiently, the patience of the saints, man. The Lord is finna get ready to magnify His name and make these moves. He finna glorify His name, all right, through us, man. Okay, look what He did with Moses. Okay, all the miracles Moses did, you know, especially with the waters. All right, that was the first death. Now we're coming into the second death, man. The second destruction, which is going to be by thermonuclear fire. All right. So our salvation is nearer than we believe. It's no coincidence that people are seeing these chariot sightings at an all-time high. And you know who see it the most? The elites. The elites of Esau, Edom. They little space force, and they are terrified of the angels, man. Get Psalms where it says the angels of the Lord are thousands, 10,000s, even thousands. It's in Psalms. You know, because those are the angels of the Lord are in those chariots, and they're recording what they see on this earth. All of the wickedness, everything you do, the angels are recording. We were just talking about the angel Raphael. He's the one who takes in our prayers and bring it up to who? Yahweh Shai. All right? So that's important to take in. So our prayers really should be at an all-time high at this point, praying that the Lord hurry up, get this show started. You got it? The chariots of the Lord, 1,000.
Oh.
All right, so now is that time to wake out of sleep and repent, because you do not want to get caught lacking. As it says repeatedly in the scriptures, the day of the Lord is darkness. Darkness, not light. Okay? Why? Because a lot of judgment is going to be set. Judgment with a balance of salvation. Go ahead.
Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
Ooh, so the angels, those angels are the beings that's inside of those chariots, man. The messengers. The word angel means what?
Messenger.
A messenger, yes. And we're angels, because we're delivering the message of what?
The word.
God.
It's true knowledge.
And
to back that up, that's it's in Psalms. I believe it's in Psalms 82. Yeah, it's in Psalms 82. Well, we can get that here in a minute just to back it up.
we know Yahweh Shai come in the spirit of what?
Spirit of prophecy.
Prophecy. we're prophesying, okay? Which is the greatest gift that the Lord can give you is to be able to prophesy. All right? We're coming in the spirit of prophecy. And us coming in the spirit of prophecy, we coming in the spirit of who? Yahweh Shai. Perfect. All right? And that's in Revelation.
Yeah. When you think about it, first thing you think about it, for me, not for everybody, but to think about it is John 1:1, the Word. And we know Yahweh Shai was the Word. You know? So, yeah. Well, let me go back here. Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Yeah, so the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is directing the angels to go wherever they need to be, you know. And so there, these chariot sightings, you got to understand Esau has those telescopes, you know, that can see a lot of things, and so they see these chariots and they know, you know, that the Lord is coming, man. He knows it, you know, and it's all through prophecy because Esau knows the Bible. He knows the Bible, you know, so he knows that his time of rulership is about to end, man. That's where Revelations 12 and 12 come in. So he's going to have great wrath because he doesn't want to give up that kingdom. It's just like you know, a parent taking away a child's toy.
A little iPad.
Yeah, or something, you know. And what happens? That child reacts. He don't like it. You know, you know, so he's going to be angered, you know. But, you know, it is what it is, but it doesn't matter. You know, it don't matter how he feels. The kingdom is going to return back to righteousness. Well, you know, going to be righteous, man. That's what we're looking forward to, a righteous kingdom, man.
Righteous. Kingdom of righteousness, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be on earth. Ruled by our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, beginning with Yahweh Shai on down to King David. You know, it was the 144,000. The elect, you know, so something to looking forward to, and Lord willing, we're of that ilk, man. To back up what the beloved brother said right here, Psalms 82. Yeah, just to back it up, because, you know, when you tell Jake something like this, he can't believe it. He just look at himself as a human being, man. Psalms 82 and 6, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, we're angels, man. You know, we're and as the scriptures say, we are gods, and we're going to be worshipped as gods amongst these nations. Right now, our women are supposed to be worshiping us. That's what's pleasing to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is for the woman to be subservient unto her man.
They supposed to be calling us Lord.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, that's what Sarah did. Yeah, and Sarah was a righteous woman. You know.
Now they call us nigga and boy.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, you can be. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, I know, man. I know the feeling. But yeah, I mean, you can be, you know, a man of age and still be called boy. So this is the system that we live in, man.
By a woman younger than you.
Yeah.
By a woman way younger than you.
Yeah. Like, you be old enough to be they
grandpa.
Yeah.
Literally.
And they'll sit there and say boy. You know?
Shut up.
Yeah. So that just shows you the amount of disrespect that Jake has in this kingdom, but Jake still want to live here, man. That's what's crazy. Every day in your mind, you should be thinking to yourself, damn, I want to get out of here. You know, a bad thought comes to your mind, you be like, damn, I got to get out of here. I want to get out of here. You know, you can be even at home sometime and really be at peace and still be like, you know, there by yourself, what have you, and still be thinking, man, I want to get out of here. You know.
For real, man.
Yeah. You that's what you find yourself doing a lot of times. Like, man, I got to get out of here. You know, an impure thought comes to your mind. Like, man, I got to get out of here. You know,
Get out of his mother.
yeah. I mean, you can be even at peace, man, and
Get Valley Shadow of Death.
okay.
Because this is the Valley of the Shadow of Death, man. Literally being in this hellhole in America, and Jake being scattered abroad, they are not at peace. They're probably catching less hell because it's not over here in the western part of the world, but they still affected by the curses. But majority of Jake that's here, majority of the Israelites is here. A huge bulk of the Israelites is here in America, man. You got it?
Psalm chapter 23 and verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod, thy staff, they comfort me. Yeah. So, the Lord, even this is the valley of the shadow of death. You think about it, man. You think about all the things that have happened to our people. We're in the valley of the shadow of death, man.
It's still happening to us, man.
Yeah.
Literally still happening to us.
Yeah.
Jake still catching hell by who?
By this devil that moves over us. You know what I mean?
Devil.
And it goes, Salaki, if I might say. Like that. You think about the Northern Kingdom. What happened with the Northern Kingdom, beginning with the Northern Kingdom. Then when the Southern Atlantic slave trade came with the Southern Kingdom being brought over here. And now we're debt slaves. We're all debt slaves. Northern tribes were put on reservations. They were taking off the land that they were farming.
It still is on reservation.
Yeah, right to this day.
To this day, man. Catching straight hell and oppression by Esau, especially in Canada.
Okay.
Especially over there in Canada, I believe they catch the most hell. A lot of all them races, Edomites, they still bring that same spirit that they had when they first came here. You got, a lot of Edomites now, they on that subtile serpent. They still obviously the devil, but they hiding behind a mask, a little smiley mask. Over there in Canada, they straight oppressing guys, still kidnapping them, taking advantage of them, murdering them, like straight animals.
At the end of the day, that goes back to Psalms 55, where 55 and 21, where his words are softer than butter, but war is in his heart.
War in his heart. Everyday Edomites now, they got that little mask on.
Yeah.
That Psalms 55 you talking about.
Yeah, as long as they and that's how they get you. They get you with those smooth words, and then before you know it, if they can't convince you on that, then what do? They draw their swords.
Yeah, then they get carnal.
Yeah.
They over there, they straight carnal.
Yeah.
They got a whole other. They got the ancient spirit on them almost. I be watching all type of documentaries on God. Boy, they gonna get their revenge on Esau, boy. God, probably besides Judah. I know besides Judah, God definitely got it the worst too. God was blessed with the majority bunch of America. As they say, I believe Chronicles, if the Lord enlarges God, I believe it's in Chronicles. You can grab it. Pretty short, so the Lord enlarges God, meaning he blessed them with a huge part of the land, which was the Americas. North America all the way up into Canada, and the other northern tribes, they have big parts. But what happened? The U.S. cavalry came restricted. Damn devil Esau, man. And the time we're approaching now that ancient spirit back on Esau, and they're gonna make their move. As it pursue, as it say in Revelation 12:12, they're gonna come down with great wrath. All right, I already got the war in their heart, which is their mind.
That's in
Oh,
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head. Yeah, when you think about it, Gad was one of the warrior troops. I mean, it was one of the warrior, one of the warriors of the 12 tribes. I believe it's Manasseh,
yeah.
and Reuben.
Manasseh, the Cubans, Reuben, Simeon.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's Manasseh, Reuben, and Gad. You know, so yeah, they have that warrior-like spirit, man. You know. So you can imagine the Lord puts that spirit on Gad
Bring back on it.
when the time, put him back in that spot, you know. So, hey man, that'd be something else. That'd be something to behold.
That
You know?
scalping gonna come back too. The guy used to scalp the hell out of Esau.
Yeah.
Cut
Yeah.
his scalp
Well, I
off.
mean that goes back with Esau, because Esau started all that stuff. You remember they were doing all the scalping because they were actually selling these things and
Damn.
they call them pelts, and they made money off of this. They make profit off of this. You know, you're talking about a group of people who did public lynchings and cut, Jake's penis off, and go put it in a jar of water
They did that
and put it in a, oh, sorry.
They did it. They put it what?
Put it in a jar. Put his penis in a jar and they put it on display, man, in their households and things of that nature, man.
Sick ass people.
Yeah, man. They make Jake's. They would cut up Jake's and make shoes out of Jake.
They did that to Nat Turner.
Yeah.
They killed him, skinned him, ate him, and saved his penis in a jar.
Yeah. They don't put it, like I said, they'll put stuff like that on display, man. Whether it's in their houses or what have you, man. It's like, man, who does that, man? It's like, and that's why I show you that's the difference between the spirit of an Edomite and of Jake, man. Jake, he's learned the way of the Edom, but Jake ain't gonna do no mess like that, unless he just, he got some off-brand Jakes that have done that. A couple of a rapper that is said to have done something like that. But overall, Jake don't have that kind of spirit to do stuff like that. It's these Edomites that have that spirit, man. I mean, it's one thing to just take life, and I'm not saying that you should do that. But to skin someone and then cut their penis off, it's crazy, man.
Bro, they would hang us on trees and leave our bodies hanging like ornaments, and have a picnic with their children. And children standing there smiling.
Yeah, and the children are in the spirit. That, you would think that a child sees something like that so savage that they would have sympathy or they be crying and things of that nature. And the kids weren't even doing that, man. That's so funny that you brought that up, because I was just seeing a video, a short on YouTube, where this woman was talking about this, where you see a picture and you see this little girl at a public lynching, and she's got a smirk on her face. Okay.
That's a famous painting too. You know what's funny? It's in a museum, and what they did was, so they wouldn't receive backlash, they cut off the Jake that's hanging. There's like 3 Jakes. They cut off the Jakes that was hanging from the tree and just show the family at the picnic, smiling and smirking.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, it's literally 3 black men hanging from a tree, and then you see the girl with that little Edomite grin they be having,
Yeah.
smiling and all that.
And it's kind of ironic, kind of a symbolism of Yahushua, because when you think about it, because there was 3, there was 2 other people that was hung with Yahushua, so that's kind of it show you these Edomites know what they're doing, man. It's not like they just don't. It's a meaning by what they're doing, and it's symbolisms of the things that they're doing. But yeah, man, Jake, Esau gotta go, man. And what's so crazy about it? You people are so blind and caught up in your lifestyle that you can't see that we need to get out of this place, man. And there's no outrage for what these people have done.
Stockholm syndrome. Jake so comfortable with being ruled over.
Yeah.
They don't even want to be rulers of the earth. I'm talking about 2/3. They literally want Esau to be over them forever.
Yeah. And and the thing about it, I was looking at something last night that kind of caught my attention on the phone. And Charlie Brown, right? You got Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And he's talking to the one little Jake that's in the cartoon. I think they call him Big Ben. But anyway, Charlie Brown asked him, he's like, I don't understand why y'all can't, why you can't forget slavery. And he said, well, Charlie Brown, he said, it's just like if I knocked all your teeth out of your mouth. Could you ever forget that? And he was like, Charlie Brown was like, he couldn't say nothing, man, really, because it's the truth. If I knock all your teeth out of your mouth, could you remember that? Could you remember something like that?
Yeah.
You maybe be able to forgive me, but it still be on your mind.
Exactly.
Like, damn. So, I mean, the Lord, and into it on a spiritual level, same thing with Yahweh Shem outside, and the brother brought it out earlier.
That's
the angels.
That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for them to even ask a question like that, considering the fact that what they did to us, too.
Yeah,
and it's stuff you don't even know about, man. Yeah. They would literally have sex with a grown man in front of his whole family.
Yeah.
Just to break his spirit. Go ahead. Just to break his spirit. A heterosexual man, you'll have a homosexual slave master. They'll grab that man. He'll be a big brolic ass dude, like freaking Terry Crews. A picture of a big ass NFL player he chained down and getting ravished by a homosexual in front of his whole family. And how the hell you gonna forget about that?
Yeah. But that was part of demeaning Jake in front of Eve, though. That was part of that process when she
can't even forgive that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And see the wife, she sees this, and this is part of demeaning Jake, man.
And you know why you can't forgive it? Because the white people of today era, they still benefit from the hardcore labor that they put our ancestors through. How you think America was built?
Yeah.
And we still in oppression to this day. Clocking in, working for them.
Yeah. Went from, like I say, if you go back to what happened with the northern tribes, and you think about the transatlantic slave trade, and that brought considerable wealth to these Edomites, and they have land that they don't own, and then you throw in that although they call themselves saying that they took away the slaves, took away abolished slavery in 1865, you still have what they call the Natchez Bowl. That's where these jakes were tricked into going somewhere. I believe it's in Natchez, Mississippi, I believe, where these jakes were convinced that, they were told, and this was after slavery, that they were told that they could go somewhere and they were going to be able to have land, houses, and things of that nature. So all these jakes, they went into, they believed. That's why the scriptures tell you in Sirach chapter 12 verse 10, learn not, never trust thy enemy. And so these jakes, they went, and they took their families and things, and these people end up dying. And these were the same troops that were so-called freed the slaves. They took them and made them starve to death, man. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Lord set that up that way because 9 times out of 10, those are the spirits that were back in the day that was, opposing the truth. So no one's born innocent. So it was something that they have done that was wicked in their past life for them to receive that kind of a judgment, man. To see your family, your kids starve to death, and eventually you gotta, bury them, what have you, you know what I'm saying? But, but at the same time, you're still gonna get judged for that, Esau. Because some of those spirits are back in the earth. And those who are not, they're gonna be brought back to life so they can receive this judgment too.
And at the end of the day, all these spirits are back on the earth because, as it say, every eye shall see when Yahweh shall return and see his second coming.
Yeah, because you got to remember Jake. Jake was a big opposer of Yahweh Shai's being judged. But not being judged, but being crucified. Being crucified. Let our blood, let his blood be.
Yeah, let his blood be upon our hands. They said that.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
And then on top of that, on the children as well. They're children.
Yeah, children. So
yeah, there you go.
Down the line, that's why you got the Emmett Till.
Yeah.
How he ended up getting his face all molded up and that's how you get the Emmett Tills. That's how you get the castrations getting torn apart by a damn horse, getting fucking skinned. They tie you to a damn chariot and driving it down the street and your face just getting peeled off, man. They used to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Tie us to a back of a car, our legs, and just drive probably fucking 100 miles per hour and all that shit just getting rubbed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a judgment. You think about this, we talked about this a while back in one of these camps. Just right here where we live, there's the courthouse where a Jake was lynched, and so whether he did whatever he did, which they got some Jakes that say that he didn't do it, he was lynched innocently, but that was the Lord's judgment for something, whatever he did in his past life, And we're going to see a lot more judgment come. Going, just in my humble opinion. Things are, you think 2025 was bad. 2026 is going to be even worse. It's not going to get no better, man. Until we're in the kingdom, things are going to get increasingly worse out here, man. And so now's the time to, seek Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, as it says in Isaiah 55:6.
Now is a high time to wake out of sleep.
Oh, go back to that. Okay,
that was a good one too. Now is a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. Yeah, you already got it.
Yeah, well, it's Romans chapter 13 and 11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Okay, all the things going on, and it's gonna continue to intensify and increase and get worse and worse. And now it's a high time to wake out of sleep and repent and seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or it's gonna be too late, and you're gonna be caught without an hedge. You know, that's why the Spirit had it where Elder Apostle Hart said what he said about, you know, all the affiliates come on one accord, come under the fold, GMS, you know? Because you don't want to be in Jacob's trouble and you all by your damn self, man. Like, you know, Spirit have it to where that door was open.
Yeah,
And now it's closed again.
I mean, you know, now let's clarify.
Yeah,
that.
clarify
Now,
it.
you know, if there's brothers already, you know, affiliates that's already coming to GMS, you know, there's been no problems, then it's all good. But
like if you're on the other side of the camera, you watching brothers, you already reporting. You already reporting.
Yeah, checking in.
Continue to report. And people that heard that video, report to your local GMS and check in.
Yeah.
Okay? Now it's not the time to be all by yourself and what do you call them? Lone wolf.
Long wolf. That lone wolf.
Yeah, man.
Spirit on it. Be good, stay good.
Yeah, be good, stay good.
Yeah, now's not the time to be good, stay good. You know, I mean, in that spirit, that's an inside joke, but me and Thomas know about on that. But what we're trying to get at, don't get in that arrogant spirit like you're not, that you shouldn't check in, because at the end of the day, who did you learn from? You learn from our elders, apostles on down at GMS, and you know, brothers that's a part of GMS, man. So, you know, brothers bring that out and tell you to come reach out, man. You've learned from the brothers. The least you can do is to come. And that's really, eventually, what you don't realize is that's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai extending his hand out, just like it's called out in Proverbs chapter 1.
Yeah, like your ass getting chased by a freaking a pack of hyenas, and then you run into a door, like you see a little cabin, and you run into it, and you see the door open, and you got someone got their hand out like, come on. And you pull that damn get out move and hit a fucking, nah, I ain't going that way. And then your ass, boom, you getting ate up.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? It's stupid.
I mean, and really, like I say, that's going back to the scriptures, but it's no different than where the Lord is talking about these wicked jakes to repent. He's offering out his hand. Well, that's the same thing with those who didn't want to check in, man. You basically turn down Yahweh Hashem outside, because everything is moved through the Spirit. Everything we do is through the Spirit, man. You know, whether it's righteously or wickedly, the right side or the left side is done through Yahweh Hashem outside. So the brothers that told you to check in, beginning with Elder Apostle Tamar, then that's what you do, man. You know? I mean, you know, just us personally, I mean, because we've been in that situation, and that's our mindset was to want to check in. You know, we wanted to check in.
We didn't have no problems, man.
We ain't had no problems with checking in, man.
Shit,
we wanted to check in.
Why wouldn't you want extra help from men that's experienced?
Yeah,
bro?
and then even when you know, some of the affiliates were being rebuked, you know, and we kind of got caught up in that too, but it wasn't us, because we were still doing the work. You know what I mean? We was doing the work. You know, there's something going on with
Lord had it all resolved, and now, you know, those brothers coming into the fold too. Ha ha.
Yeah.
So it was all the will. Yeah. Everything worked out.
Yeah, and you know, that's what you know, that's what I kept saying, man. Hey, look, man, don't worry about it. Maybe this is a test that the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is putting on us right now to see how we're gonna react. Or we're gonna, you know, fold up and get
then get carnal and buck up.
Yeah,
Didn't get
butthurt.
overly emotional. Just
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
took
because
it
even
and
when the rebuke was going on, it's like, you know, and, and, and you know, be honest with you, even the brother that was rebuking, shit, we feel more. Yeah, that was the main brother working with us more than than anybody.
but
You know, that was
everything
one of the elders that's been working with us. You know what I'm saying, personally. You know?
God.
So that's a beautiful thing. So and, you know, me personally, I didn't. You know, I wasn't offended. I was like, when can we show up? When can we go? So we can, you know, we ain't trying to go against the authority, bro, because we know where we learned we know where we learned this truth and knowledge from, you know. So, you know, you affiliates, man, you know, if the elders say come on in, shit, come on in, man. Shit. Don't be sitting there trying to I'm gonna go and do it by myself, shit, you know, because that's the Lord telling you to come in. This is not of men. You gotta understand what that scripture say. But if it be of men, it should come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it will stand. And I'm roughly paraphrasing. You can read it on your own. It's Acts chapter 5, verse 38 and 39, I believe, that account on down. But this is made of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This work we're doing. You know. Yeah. Matter of fact, why not come with them?
Pull it out.
Yeah.
That goes to show you that this truth is no movement, because as long as this has been going on and all these brothers from different parts of the world come together, it's under the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua.
Acts chapter 5 and verse 38 and 39, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone, for if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's exactly what people, you know, those who are affiliates that don't see the need to check in, or you know, are in that spirit of lone wolf spirit, you know who you learned it from. You didn't learn this truth on your own. You learned it from the elders.
And a lot of it is just pride.
Yeah, and that's it.
Which goeth before destruction, ultimately.
Yeah, and we know pride is an abomination to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. One of the things is 6 or 7 things that the Lord hates, and one of them is a prideful heart. You know, a prideful look.
Yeah.
So if you have a prideful look, you even got a prideful heart. You know, so yeah, man, you gotta be mindful.
Make me think of Bishop Nate on that horse on Passover. Which is a prideful look. It's off topic, but that just came to my mind as soon as you said that.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
You know, hey, you on the money though. You on the money.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Isaiah chapter 55 and 6, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Yeah, so the Lord is near through our elder apostles on down, you know. And so now's the time to be seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, because coming into 2026, it's going to get worse out here. You know, you got a president that's in office and he doesn't give a damn about what's going on. He don't even give a damn about his own kind.
That's what we need. A rattlesnake.
Mm-hmm.
Edomite with the rattle.
Yeah. I mean,
it's gonna make some moves.
Yeah.
No, Donald Trump is low key a likable person. In a prophecy aspect, because when he comes in office, things start moving. Prophecy start moving. When Biden was in, what happened?
A lot of that.
Doing shit.
A lot of that. You know, that Moism stuff was pushed.
Yeah, man.
you know. But he came back in and he shook things up and made things get worse out of her, in which we believe in the spirit that he's that cruel Lord that's spoken about in Isaiah chapter 19. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And that's Esau. Esau Edom. You know, that begins with the wicked elite. And we know at the end of the day, we can talk about Trump all day long, but at the end of the day, he's getting orders. You know, he's just a mere puppet that represents the elite. You know, so you know we know that although he's getting the credit, it's the wicked elite of Esau Edom that is
ordering
controlling
his ass around.
Yeah.
They got the strings.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, on a higher level, it's Yahweh Bashim outside that's pulling their strings.
Yep. Because, you know, the Lord controls good and evil.
Yeah.
Satan, the holy angels, and he controls Satan. So it's all orchestrated by the Heavenly Father on down. You know?
Well, I mean, and it just shows you that there's an order in everything. Even on the left hand side, there's an order. You know, you have a president, you know, and he's thought as the person that's the ruler over the United States or what have you, which really is nothing but a what do they call it? I think that country call it though. It's kind of like a manager of a corporation, but even as a manager, he's not really managing. He's being controlled. And at the end of the day, those who are controlling him are controlled by Yahweh Hashem outside. So, and proof of that would be Proverbs chapter, I think it's 21. Because see, thing about it, they looked at last year they looked at Trump to be that person to you know, to help them, you know, get things back to some kind of normalcy, and things have gotten worse. But that's good, you know, that's a good thing on our end, because we want this kingdom to get, you know, increase with worseness anyway, because we know the worse it gets, the more we're closer to salvation. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as the rivers of water he turneth whithersoever he will. So it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who controls the hearts of these kings, man.
Shit, what did he do to the Pharaoh back in the time of Egypt? He hardened the Pharaoh's heart. As much as Moses plagued their ass over and over, each time the Pharaoh heart was hardened, and it kept repeating that, and the Pharaoh and the Lord hardened the Pharaoh's heart.
Yeah.
You know, he made his pride go up. Like, no, I ain't letting you go. He clearly saw they was getting jacked up. You know, even after the firstborns was killed, when he decided to let them go, what did he do? He went after to chase them.
Went after them again.
And the Lord did that so the Lord could utterly destroy them.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And now you got the most powerful man on the planet Earth ruling over us.
And which, you know,
his
all that
heart
was,
is, he got the fattest head, the king of the pride men. You had them dudes, them Edomites back in the day, back in 2020, the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
You got the most powerful man in rulership now. You don't think the Lord got their heart hardened?
Yeah.
You don't want to let you Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians go.
No, because at the end of the day, when you think about Jake is the biggest consumer of anything. When you go into whatever stores you go into, who do you see? You see Jake buying products. Jake with the shopping carts. You see Jake on the cash register. You know what I'm saying? Jake working in the service department, what have you. You know what I'm saying? So no, he don't want to let that go, because that's part of Jake is what makes this kingdom go, man. Jake is who makes this kingdom go. I mean, when you think about it, Jake is the biggest consumer of this place here in Babylon, man. And so they're making a fortune off Jake. So as long as Jake is blind, he can't hear, he don't understand, it's spoken of in Isaiah chapter 6 and 9, he's a good slave. So being he's a good slave, shit, and that's exactly what Jake is right now. He's a good slave, man. He does exactly, no matter how much things go up, the cost of living goes up, Jake will bitch about it, but Jake will keep on doing what he gotta go do. Shit, if it means Jake go get 4 jobs, Jake will get 4 jobs and still try to make it work, man. So, the biggest consumer is Jake. Whether it's in the working field or in the buying things, But yeah, the Lord did all that because he wanted to show his power to the earth, and show that, hey, which goes back to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6, that we are holy people unto him. So being that we are holy people unto him, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to show that power. And that's what he did. He displayed his power, man.
Yeah. And he's going to do that same like fashion. He's going to do it even greater this time, by way of delivering us from those newts. And just watch what the Lord do to this earth, man, to America, to these Edomites, these devils. It's going to be even greater. It's going to surpass Egypt. And it's going to be the greatest destruction on the earth.
Yep.
And ain't going to be none like it ever again. Never before has it going to be seen. Never before is it going to be done.
No.
Again.
Yeah. Just like we learned from the Bible, all those things, all these things that's happening, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen later on down the line. All these things are going to be recorded, and they're being recorded right now as we speak. So all these things will be written down, and like the scriptures say, I will give fame to those who were
put to shame.
Yeah, there you go.
I would give them fame and praise. I would give you fame and praise at every land you've been put to shame. Okay, who is he talking to? He's talking about his men, his prophets. All right, because as the earth get humbled and these people get brought low, especially the 2/3, the elect is going to get risen up. Okay, the Lord is finna magnify his name by raising us up. Okay, and brothers, we're gonna have that light on us, and these people are gonna know that there's gonna be something different about us, man. In a time where it's death, destruction, famine, people dying, starving to death, they don't know what the hell going on. You're gonna have men out here calm, stable. Why? Isaiah 33 and 6. This is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, we're gonna have that glow. Well, then what? After that, then it shall be known who are my prophets. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Okay, brothers are gonna be having spiritual powers. So All of this is not by coincidence. You know, Lord got everything set up for a reason. You're going through the hell that you're going through for a reason, and it's gonna pay off in the days that we are fastly approaching. All your works, your sacrifices, all the stuff you lost, the hell you catch, all that's gonna be well worth it. All right.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. So the Lord is going to, all the things that has afflicted us, you know, the Lord's going to take those things away, man. You know, all, you know, bodily ailments, the spiritual battles in your mind, you know, all those things are going to be taken away.
Hey, we went into it last night. It's literally a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit. They fighting against each other, man. The flesh telling you, nah, don't go to camp. You don't need to. You go every week. Stay at home. All right? Stay at home.
Give you a reason. And at the end of the day, it's Satan.
Satan.
Because it's a constant battle, man. It's a constant battle.
You know, Lord got a bet on you, man.
Yeah.
Lord got a bet on you. And Satan, he bet against you.
Mm-hmm.
He like, I bet he ain't a man of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I can make his ass go off. I can make him follow the truth. Give him this car. Give him all these women. Give him this Hellcat.
Yep.
Red key Hellcat. Give him that. Give him all these different women.
Get him grilled out.
Yeah, give him diamond grills. I bet he stopped serving the Lord. I bet he stopped answering the phone when brothers call.
I bet he'll block the phone.
I bet he blocked brothers. I bet he won't do it. I bet he ain't a man of the Lord. You know, we got guys and guys that's falling out. The little ones that Satan got. Remember, Satan decided to sift you as wheat. You know, we seen guys get sifted as wheat.
Yeah.
Gave the nigga for whatever, you know, worldly possessions made the dude fall out. Now he hanging with worldly ass niggas, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and a lot of times, sometimes it be guys that you know, that you're very fond of, and it happens, man. And I know, you know, I don't say I know, but you know, elder apostles. Can you imagine here? You got elder apostles. Tahar been in it for 40 years. Those brothers, 35 plus, and Elder Ramlab, he's been in it 32 or 33 years. And let's say over 30 to 40 plus years. And can you imagine all the men that they have seen that have fell out, you know? And just in the short time that we've been in it, which of course this brother's been in it a little longer than I have, but you know, we have seen our little share of people falling out, you know? You know, people that might have been some pretty good brothers, you know, they just stopped coming along.
Fell out,
coming
man.
around, just fell out.
Either got lazy, lost patience, or the world consumed them. You know, they wanted to go chase what they thought they had in the world.
Yeah.
What they thought they lost in the world, man. Yeah. And this shit is falling, stupid nigga.
Yeah, that's
dummy.
Yeah, and not realizing that the fashion of this world is
the
gonna pass away.
The little ass time you got to chase after whatever, partying, clubbing, and showing off your red key or whatever the hell, that's gonna come to an end. Why? Because we are finna enter Jacob's trouble. So when we enter Jacob's trouble, watch that nigga come back and be like, oh, try to call brothers then. Nah, it's too late, dude. He that put his hand to the plow is not fit.
Yeah.
You know, it's too late.
Yeah, so those kind of guys, they're gonna be
depart from me, I have not known you.
Yeah, those kind of guys, you know, and then too, with the priest is saying, those guys are gonna be those who will be beaten with many stripes, man, because they knew.
You knew better.
They were doing the work.
That nigga that was in the truth and fell out, he worse than Charleston White and what's the other dude name?
Cat Williams. Or what?
Not Cat. Charleston White, all these niggas in the world.
Yeah.
OG OG Fleece Johnson, whatever that dude name.
Yeah, Fleece Johnson.
All these old weirdo, wicked niggas, the 2/3, they worse than them because they knew better. And you decide to, oh man, I don't want to do this no more. The Lord ain't coming back. Woe unto you that lost your patience, man. What are you gonna do?
When the Lord visits?
So you gave up the world for your damn sports car and all these women you be bragging about. All right, so that little time, that little free time you got to enjoy that. As we approaching Jacob's trouble, when the Lord come back, what are your goofy ass gonna do then? He gonna get on his phone, try to call all the brothers that he once had. Late, and just how he blocked them, guess what? They're gonna block his ass. Yeah, the Lord did block you, and that's the Lord blocking him. Now, all your messages you gonna send brothers, they ain't gonna see that shit. They gonna see it, but they ain't gonna say nothing. They just gonna see it, and that's it.
Yeah, man, because now's the time, man. Now's the time.
What's the scripture where it says, you ashamed of me, I'm gonna be ashamed of you?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's in John. If you can't pull that out, it should be.
Yeah, I got something.
So,
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So we know this world is about to pass away, man. You know, so we're not gonna be overly consumed in it. You know, I mean, just like the Elder Yashawama brought out last night. You know, brothers are encouraged that they can do better in their financial situations. By all means, you know, pursue it. You know, I bet you don't hear no. When we're not out here, you probably don't hear none of this noise that we're hearing right now. All this noise, the cars and these trucks and stuff of that nature. I bet you don't hear that stuff as much. But it seems like as soon as we get out here, you hear these loud ass cars, you hear the fire sirens, these sirens of fire trucks.
Niggas skateboarding and shit.
Yeah, man. You know, there's all kind of weird shit going on. But anyway.
Dang. One of them gonna bust their ass.
But
you gonna hear a lot of bam. You gonna look and see some on the ground.
Blood everywhere. Yeah, so I mean, getting back to what Elder Yashawamba said last night. It's nothing wrong with pursuing a better job for yourself or what have you. It's nothing wrong. By all means, do what you got to do.
A better car.
You know, better car. If you go get a car, it's not saying. I remember Elder Apostle Ricard. He said it the other day in one of his videos. He said, "Man, you know, don't go get a you know, basically." You know, just a raggedy car, nothing. Get your nice car. If you can get your nice car, get your nice car. You know, but the thing about it is, understand that all these things are temporal. They're not going to last for, you know, forever. You know, even, you know, brothers that are dealing with women, there's no guarantee that these women are going to be on the chariots with you. You know, so you have to be able to understand that you have to let go of all these things that are that you have in your possessions, because when you look at it on a spiritual level, it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who's provided you with whatever it is, whether it's a woman, whether it's groceries, being able to pay your bills.
That's why it's saying Matthew, he that desire father and mother over me is not worthy. He that desire son, daughter over me, I'm paraphrasing, but you can pull it out. It's not worthy of me, because ultimately the Lord give you those things, and He can take it from you. If you put all of that, if you put your whole family over the Lord take it from you, then what? You ain't got no family now. He gave you that. He could take it from you. Like He did it to Job as a test, and Job held his integrity. He didn't curse the Lord. That was the whole test that the Lord made with Satan. That although I'ma chastise Job. I'ma try him. I'ma take everything from him, his family, his riches. I bet he won't curse my name. And Satan said, I bet he will curse your name. All right, you know, I'm gonna put hell on him. I bet he will curse your name.
And
Lord said, do anything you can, do anything, just don't kill him.
Yeah.
That was the bet.
And I mean, when you think about it, when you think about the account of Job, man, you think about what he said to his wife, you knew he was going to win that battle, because when you think about it, what did he tell his woman, his wife?
Shall we receive good and not evil?
Yeah. So
that's the balance.
Yeah, that's the balance.
So he even understood balance. False balance is an abomination.
Yeah, will show you he was a true man of Yahweh.
True man of the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
A nigga in the world with a boy.
Folded. And that's how Jake is. Most of these Jakes, especially these women, as long as everything is going good,
yeah,
you know,
bottles being popped,
everything
good.
Yeah, everything's all good.
As soon as you catch some type of hell, all them niggas gone. Fake ass niggas, they gone, bro.
You know, and these women are classic example of that. They'll leave when hard times is there.
Look at these NFL
they
players.
move around, you know. And perfect example is just what the brother was saying. These NFL players, or anybody that's of any kind of statue in here in Babylon that has some kind of name for himself, those guys, those type of people will are in that same situation. When things go rocky or bad for them, hey, the woman's gonna, you know, people gonna scatter away from him like he got a disease, man. You know, your so-called entourage or what have you. Because let's face it, Jake always has the entourage. When he's making the money and he's so-called shot caller, he's doing it. He's doing it up. You know, but then when it goes bad, everybody's running the ring, you know. They're in that I never knew you spirit. You know?
Hey man, you see it all the time with these rappers. They have a little buzz. Once they lose it, nobody mess with them no more.
No.
Look at the baby. He was popping 2019, 2020. Now look at his ass. You'll be embarrassed to play one of his songs. And niggas start laughing. You listen to the baby.
Yeah.
Same niggas that was bopping their head back in 2020, 2019, they'll say that.
Go to that scripture you was talking about earlier. Luke chapter 9, verse 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words of him, shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's Yahweh and of the holy angels. Yeah, so whoever shall be ashamed of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man, the Lord is going to turn his back on him, man. And that's exactly what these guys that we were talking about earlier, who were in the truth, they have turned their back. Which goes back into Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. You know, you turn your back on the plow, man, and that's exactly what these guys have done. They've turned their back on the plow. You turned your back, in which really you have turned your back on Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. You know, so you've marked yourself. You've basically marked yourself, you know. So, hey, man, there's no coming back from that. Once you leave Yahweh Shem Yahweh, that's it, man. You know. I like that Jake that came up last night. He said he used to come to the camp. Now, I don't know the certain situation, but I'll just say it like this. He seemed to have a humble spirit. So who knows? Maybe the Lord may have mercy on him, because at the end of the day, we all need mercy. But I see he seemed to have a humble spirit about him. So maybe the Lord. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
He seemed to have a very humble spirit. He said he used to come out. I don't know if he was of GMS at the time. I can't say, because I don't want to go too far in it, but just judging from what I observed last night, he had a humble spirit about him, so maybe the Lord could have mercy on him. But, you know, a lot of these guys, when they're out there, they're gone. They're gone. I mean, some of these guys that we were thinking about, that we were talking about, we see it in the spirit, they're gone, man. They're gone. They're back in the world. It's like been in quicksand. You know what quicksand is, right?
Yeah, the sand that make you sink. In the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah. And that's exactly what they're in. They just suck to the bottom, man.
Yeah, they going like this.
Yeah. And they're not, they're not gonna be. They're so far out there in the quicksand that they can't be helped out. And if you try to help them,
all you see is the lid of the fingers.
Yeah,
you can't pull that out, man.
No, you can't.
Unless your ass want to go in.
It's like he was telling the brother the other day about, hey man, don't be answering calls from that guy, because, he'll mess around and get you caught up. Before you know it, you'll be in the world and you'll be like, what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? You be back out there in the world. Because that's how Satan works. He'll use people that you've known to pull you away from this truth and knowledge, man. And before you know it, you'll stop doing work. Stop doing the work, man.
That you may be closer to, too.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's how it is. It be people that that's why I was saying earlier, a lot of people that you're fond of. Like the guy we was talking about earlier, I was pretty fond of him. We used to talk on the phone every now and then. Here and there, we didn't talk regularly, but we talked on the phone enough that, I was pretty fond to talk, enjoy talking to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Never met him personally, but he always seemed pretty cool. I used to check out his videos. I always did some very edifying videos, but at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai that does the sifting, and he's going to sift out who he doesn't want in it, and he uses Satan to do those things. Now we talk about Satan, but at the end of the day, on a higher level, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai that sifts these men out that he doesn't desire. And so, Lord willing, we hope to stay in it, man, because coming into 2026, that's gonna it's gonna be a lot of sifting going into the Passover. Hey, look, man, the Passover's, you think about it, you got 31 days in January, maybe 28 days in March.
February.
February, Salakia. February, and then you go into March. Before you know, you'll be in March before you know it, bro. You'll be in March before you know it. So that's usually around the time that the Passover is coming. So it's going to be a lot of sifting going on between now and the time of the Passover, and even after the Passover. Because if you think about it, there was some guys that we knew that were in the camp that we were in before we joined GMS that fell out, and this happened after the Passover. So
yeah, it always happened after Passover. That's when
before Passover and after Passover,
guys start falling out.
Yeah. So this is a crucial time, bro.
Yeah. Crucial time to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Going back to our opener, what we just opened up with, and just continue to do the work and go even harder. Like you was saying last week, now's the time to go even harder, because things is getting rough. Weak ass one. Yeah, things getting rough, man. So Lord willing, this was an edifying camp. Giving all praise and honor, glory to
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakadash.
I'll give double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone. This is GMS Waco. Okay. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Let's close out with Matthew 24:13.
Okay, cool.
Hurry up for the demons start coming out.
Yeah, I know, right? It's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved.
Perfect. Plain in speech. This thing's about endurance. We are to continue to push, go even harder until the end, and same shall be saved, right? So we're gonna close out. We're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.